Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Humor Highwire.
The cadence of that was fantastic. So this week on the show, we are going to try to parse fact from fiction in a few different categories. I'm going to see what these guys know about the world they live in, its history, its sciences, and some other weird stuff as well. That's going to be our first segment for this episode.
And editor, love you to death, and hope you're not a like Hassan Piker is.
Whoa.
A lot of that's getting bleeped out. A lot of that's getting bleeped out.
What the hell?
That was why I said editor, love you to death, because I know that the editor's going to bleep that out.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah.
I mean, we all hate Hassan Piker here, but...
I mean, I don't...
especially Elon Musk.
So how does that relate to our second segment?
Because it's about unhinged tweets, obviously.
Gotcha.
Well, there we go.
Okay. I don't know who Hassan Piker is, so you're gonna have to fill me in. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Yeah.
It's time for the Humor Highwire.
So I as per usual, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So
This might be better saved for like an offline thing about Hassan Piker.
yeah, no, I can just comment blind. That's fine too. We'll do that. But before that, we're gonna jump into a super serious.
No, because I'm so super serious.
Okay, so on this super serious,
Very, very crisp segment intro. Very well done.
yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. So
Good
for
job,
this,
editor.
thank you. So for this this super serious, I have 4 different categories for the 4 different questions, and I tried to make them incrementally more difficult. And I will say, to avoid previous debacles of whether something was factual or not, I have sources for every single fact, whether it is true or not, which will all be posted in the show notes for you guys to verify.
Try hard. Sorry.
I don't think
Excuse me.
I don't think it's being a tryhard to want to be able to not just spout nonsense and be able to back up the things that you say. Okay? Look, don't let anybody ever
Just have to sneeze.
put you down. Listeners, don't let anybody ever put you down for you doing your best. Okay? Don't let them do it.
Clearing my throat.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so same rules as usual. You guys have to come to a consensus. And yeah, I think what I want to do for this one is switch it up just a tiny little bit. You guys, because I like you, you get 1 miss. So, because I want to get to all 4 questions, honestly, but you get 1 miss. So if you get one wrong, you can...
Could have just left it at you like us.
Well,
Could've
you know,
just...
I could have.
Didn't
but
have
I'm
to
not gonna...
explain further than that.
Okay, if anybody who knows me, I explain everything. All right? It's
That's not true. No.
No, yeah, you don't.
Wrong.
I see what's happening now. Okay, moving on. Okay, so our first question, well, our first set of factoids has to do with mythical creatures. Okay? Your first fact. The Kraken, a giant sea monster from Scandinavian folklore, was likely inspired by sightings of giant squids that can grow up to 43 feet long. That's the first one. The second one, the phoenix, a bird that cyclically regenerates or is reborn from ashes, originates from Norse mythology, where it was believed to guard Yggdrasil, the world tree. And the third one, the basilisk, a serpent-like creature that could kill you with a single glance, was said to be vulnerable to the crowing of a rooster.
This is a tough one.
All right, listen.
This is a tough one.
I'm going to tell you right now. And right here. The basilisk one is hard true.
All right, so it's got to be. It has to be the Phoenix one. I don't think it was
Yeah, I
Norse
agree.
mythology.
I agree.
It could have been. I mean, those fucking birds were in Narnia, right? Was Narnia Norse?
Yeah.
They had the Phoenix, right? Was that Narnia?
I mean, they're also in Harry Potter, so like what?
Oh yeah, true. Harry Potter's not Norse. That's British.
No, that's not Norse at all. That's British.
Yeah, so they came from Britain.
Yeah, I agree. They came from Britain.
All right, so
It's obvious.
we're picking out the false one, right?
Yep.
Yes, you're picking it. It's
Yeah.
the game is essentially two truths and a lie. You're looking for the lie.
Right. Yeah, I
No,
feel like
it's
we
not
have
that
to
at
clarify
all.
this every question too.
It's
Yeah.
2 correct things and 1 incorrect thing.
So
I
then-
don't know what that other game is that you're talking about.
Okay.
So then it has to be. It has to be the Phoenix because they're
Yeah,
from
I agree
Britain.
with you wholeheartedly. I mean, they're not Norse at all. Look at them things.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys locking in the Phoenix one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are correct. The Phoenix is actually rooted in ancient Egyptian and Greek mythology, not Norse
False.
mythology.
False.
It was-
That's wrong.
It was associated with the sun god Ra and later adapted by Greek myth as a symbol of immortality. So yeah, good job, guys. You made it through the first one.
Thanks.
Didn't even
We
have
knew
to
it
use
all
your gimme.
along.
I know you
We
did.
knew it.
So the second question has to do with ancient civilizations, and this one is potentially a little bit harder. It depends on, what your special interests are. All right, the first factoid. The Great Library of Alexandria, one of the most famous libraries in history, was destroyed by Julius Caesar's army during his siege of the city in 48 BCE. Second factoid. The ancient city of Carthage, once a powerful Mediterranean power, was famously razed to the ground by the Romans in 146 BCE after the Third Punic War. And the third factoid. The ancient Sumerians were among the first to develop a written language known as cuneiform, which they used to document trade, law, and literature.
The third one is the lie.
Well, where did you say the library was again?
So the Great Library of Alexandria was in Alexandria. It was one of the most famous libraries in history, and it was destroyed by Julius Caesar's army during his siege of the city in 48 BCE.
Alexandria. This is why they say Americans are so bad at geology, by the way. Because
That's not geology.
Okay,
Geography.
same thing. Geology, study of rocks. Geography, study of where the everything is.
It's in the Mediterranean.
Wow, thanks. That really narrows it down for me.
I mean, globally, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, you're right. But still, there's so much around there.
Yeah,
Alexandria.
right.
Yeah, both of those things are around there. So anyway, I don't know. What was the third one again?
Third one is the ancient Sumerians were among the first to develop a written language known as cuneiform, which they used to document trade, law, and literature.
See, that time you said the first and not one of the first.
They were, I'll read it again. The ancient Sumerians were among the first
Okay.
to develop a written language known as cuneiform. Now, I will say this, I might be saying that incorrectly. I'll spell it out. Cuneiform. See, I can't even spell when I'm reading
That
the
could
word.
be cuneiform.
Cuneiform, maybe, yeah. Which they used to document trade, law, and literature.
Why do I feel like I remember learning about cuneiform?
It wasn't about literature, I'll tell you that.
No, but it would be the start of literature theoretically if it's one of the, because they can document it after it happens.
Fact 2 is definitely true. What was fact 1 again?
The Library of Alexandria was
No, that was fact 2.
No, that was fact 1.
Fact 1 is the Great Library of Alexandria, one of the most famous libraries in history, was destroyed by Julius Caesar's
Yeah, that
army.
one's definitely true. Fact
I don't
2
know if
then.
we ever found out what happened to the Library of Alexandria.
Fact 2 is the ancient city of Carthage, once a powerful Mediterranean power, was famously razed to the ground by the Romans in 146 BCE after the Third Punic War.
It has to be 1 or 2, and here's why. You put 2 that are so similar, so one of them has to be wrong.
I will tell you this: there was a different false one in here, and I took it out because I thought the reason it was false was too subtle. I would have felt bad.
Yeah, kind of like saying that, like,
Something's wrong when all three things are correct.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like saying, like, the first fax machine was before.
All right, you're on your own. I'll just go with whatever you want then. Go ahead.
That wasn't like a personal attack or something. I'm just saying.
No, it's
I was
fine.
just
Hey,
making an
listen, go with your
example.
gut. Go with your gut.
It was just an example I thought of on the spot. Something that would be totally egregious.
If you guys want me to reread any of the Any
Should we
of the
make him
factoids.
reread all three?
I got it. I even know which one I am like have a strong conviction I believe is the false one. Based on my memory, although I will admit it was over 10 years ago from my ancient civilizations course that I took in college.
Yeah, I honestly don't have one that I'm strongly pointing to right now because I just don't know much about Rome or the Mediterranean or the Great Library of Alexandria. Alexander, dude.
Alexander the
have-
Great was the one who
Yes.
named the city of Alexandria. Yeah.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
So is that his library? Is that
He
like
was
a
a humble
library with
guy.
only him
Kind
in
of.
it?
Not really. Well, okay. So the history behind that was Alexander the Great like conquered the state, and it was renamed to Alexandria in his honor, and he gave the essentially like the prefect of the city the order to gather all the knowledge of the world here.
Oh wow.
So they created the library to do just that. And the funny thing is Alexander never went back because he died before he could come back to
Damn.
the city.
What
It's
wait, what
true.
happened to that library?
Apparently, maybe it was destroyed by Julius Caesar's army during his siege of the city in 48
Damn it.
BCE.
Damn it, I thought I was gonna
See,
get you.
You almost, you know what? You almost had me. I was like, I see what's happening here. They're using my weaknesses against me.
I almost got you. This sucks, man.
Well, you get one miss, so
I
like,
should have asked you like 3 more questions and I know I would have had you. Damn it.
you might
All
have.
right.
You
Well,
might have.
I better guess one because we're running a little long on this one question. I'm gonna just cause we were so adamant in the beginning that it was number 3. I'm gonna go with number 3.
So you're gonna lock in number 3, just so the ancient Sumerian one.
Against everything, like I have a little voice that's screaming inside of me that cuneiform sounds familiar,
Okay,
but I think we're gonna just lock it in.
you're locking in with that, Justin.
Oh, whatever he wants.
So, if that's what you guys are locking in, you have now used your one oopsie. The
Yeah.
ancient Sumerians did have a writing language, and if you want to learn more about that, originating around 3500 BCE, there will be a link in the show notes. The correct falsehood was the Library of Alexandria.
God
one.
damn it! God damn it! I knew it. I knew it too.
So even though Julius Caesar did siege the city and cause damage to the library, he was not the all-encompassing factor of destroying the library. The destruction of the Library of Alexandria was actually a gradual process that took place over several centuries. While Julius Caesar's siege may have caused some damage, the most significant loss occurred much later, possibly under other Roman rule or Byzantine.
Yeah,
See,
Noah's Ark.
what's screwed up about that is I remember the lesson talking about Julius Caesar coming in and doing damage to the library. So
did.
Thanks so much, my ancient history.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you got your one oopsie, so you guys are still alive. So my third question is a little bit more expansive, and by expansive, I mean literally everything. It's about cosmology. So here are your 3 factoids for this category. Cosmology, the universe.
Not cosmetology.
Not cosmetology. Interestingly enough, I know less about the ways of cutting and taking care of hair than I do about the universe that we live in. So,
Why can't we do that one? Let's have a question about that.
because that would require me to do a lot more research. So, your questions, your factoids are: the Andromeda Galaxy is on a collision course with the Milky Way,
Pass.
and the two galaxies are expected to merge in about 4.5 billion years. Second, neutron stars are so dense that a sugar cubed sized amount of neutron star material would weigh about 5,000 tons on Earth. And the third one, the James Webb Telescope is designed to detect gravitational waves emitted by colliding black holes.
What did you just say?
Do you want me to read them again?
No. Read that last one again.
The James Webb Space Telescope is designed to detect gravitational waves emitted by colliding black holes.
Can I get a year for the James Webb Telescope?
James Webb Telescope is relatively new, like within the last decade. It's the latest high-powered telescope that is in space at the moment.
You said the last decade.
I could get a specific time frame for you. This doesn't hurt your chances of getting it. When It launched in at the end of 2021.
That is very recent. That is extremely recent. That if it
That
was,
one's BS.
well, hold on. Damn, launched in 2021. I remember reading news articles about black holes and a telescope, but I don't remember if it was the James Webb telescope. Oh boy.
I can
I've
reread
definitely
the factoids.
read about us crashing into Andromeda, and I know neutron stars are dense.
Well, stars are dense in general.
Yeah, but neutron stars are specifically dense.
Well, so is tungsten.
Yeah. Check out our Twitter. There's a thing about tungsten.
Okay. All right. So,
So this is a really bad thing for me to host, I'm realizing, because as you guys are sitting here talking about this, I really want to talk about the things, but I can't.
yeah, you know what? We should make this drag on a bit, actually.
Yeah. James Webb. Like the
James Webb.
Webster Dictionary?
Nope, not
No,
James
it's two Bs.
Webster.
It's
So
just Webb.
James Webb. James Webb. See, he put himself in space.
Yeah. W.E.B. Du
'Cause
Bois.
That's where you put the telescopes, is in space.
Right.
I feel like you're laughing because you can imagine like the face and hand gestures I'm doing right now. Just like
No,
You
'cause,
know
like,
what else has been in space? Chimpanzees.
And Neil Armstrong.
True.
That's one small step for man.
so the first factoid is the Andromeda galaxy is on a collision course with the Milky Way, and the two galaxies are expected to merge in about 4.5 billion years. The second one is neutron stars are so dense that a sugar cube sized amount of neutron star material would weigh about 5,000 tons on Earth. And the third one is the James Webb telescope is designed to detect gravitational waves emitted by colliding black holes.
Bullshit.
How much for a sugar cube? How big is a sugar cube?
You're
It's
talking
about yay
like,
big. It's about yay big.
Oh,
Here's-
thank you.
You're talking about something
You're
that's
welcome.
like half an inch on a side.
Half an inch on a side. I'm trying to picture this. 5,000.
Well, I have a crystal clear picture now that you've
5,000
said that.
Tons?
I can see it in my head. Half an inch on a side. Now I understand.
That seems a little aggressive, but like, yeah, if
No,
you
I get it. I understand now. I can see the sugar cube because you've said half an inch, and I can approximately understand exactly what size that is.
Okay.
So like my finger is a little over. Well, I guess it's a lot over an inch. And then
Look
if
at
I
your
take,
pinky
like,
nail. Look at your pinky nail. About that on each side of a cube.
His or mine.
Generally speaking, it doesn't matter.
What about in
That's not
marbles?
half an inch.
It's just an approximation.
That's not even close.
I can't tell if you guys are doing this on purpose or not.
Doing what? What are
Why
we
you
doing?
getting
Ian?
frustrated?
I'm fine. Okay.
No, you have to wait. You have to
It's the
wait
third
while we
one.
figure it.
No, it's the third
Standard-
one.
A standard key
The
on
third
your
one.
keyboard. About the width of a key on your keyboard, I would say.
Mine
is
or
what we
his?
would- Either one, because
I
they're
don't
a
think
pretty
so. I
standard
got a pretty
size.
big keyboard. You want to hear it?
No.
I don't like choosing the third one because that's too close. It's 2021. You know what? It is. I think it is because I remember the news article I read was while I was at my current job, which was well after 2021. So placing. But wait, there's a delay. There's a delay. There's a delay. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, it can't be number 3.
On all that is holy, it's number 3.
On Diddy, it ain't number 3.
No, on Diddy it is.
On Diddy, it ain't.
I'm not even capping right now.
This is gonna segue so nicely
I
into
love
my
that.
unhinged tweet.
I love this. This is great.
It's not the telescope. Picture this.
Okay, well,
in
if
your
you
head.
don't think it's the telescope, which one do you think it is?
Well, picture this in your head. Neil deGrasse Tyson, right?
Vividly.
Yeah. He's there in your head, and he's like, the James Webb telescope recently actually sensed the waves from a black hole.
No, he would be an idiot then because he would say, wait a minute, it wasn't made to do this. It was made to do different things, actually.
Break down the
Not
word
to do this.
telescope.
This is hilarious to me because you guys are doing impressions of this man. You're doing impressions of a man that I listen to like twice a week. So it's like, I'm just
Actually, you can't see waves from a black hole. In fact, you would be able to see literally nothing if you looked into a black hole.
This
See,
is true.
because
It's actually dark. How could you
black
see
holes are
that
so
with a
dense.
telescope?
their gravity field
Me?
is so intense
How could
that
you
the
see
light
that,
can
me,
actually
myself?
not escape.
What?
So if
You're
I were to
right,
go
me.
into a black hole, you wouldn't be able to see me.
Oh my
now,
gosh.
I'd probably be spaghettified within
Of course.
instance, but that's besides the point.
Which factoid are you guys picking?
We'll have to go with,
I'm personally gonna have to go with 3.
Okay.
we're gonna go with 3. Also, Neil deGrasse Tyson said he would join us on the podcast. If
Yeah, it's true. He said
we
he was
hit-
gonna be on here.
20 million subscribers.
When this episode
Viewers.
hits, I'm gonna at him on X and all that stuff. And be like, hey, you have a prominent role in this podcast. You should listen to it. Thanks, Dr. Tyson. You're locking in number 3. Okay, you are correct. Yes, the James Webb Telescope is not designed to detect gravitational waves. It primarily observes in the infrared spectrum to study the formation of galaxies, stars, and planetary systems.
I'm glad we used Neil deGrasse Tyson explaining it to figure out which one was false. I couldn't have done it without him.
Gravitational waves are detected by observatories such as LIGO.
Observatories?
Observatories, yeah.
How are they?
They call them observatories, but there's like radio telescopes that are observatories and
Okay,
stuff like
I was
that.
just- Is
yeah.
it like LiDAR?
No, it's slightly different, but
You know who doesn't use LiDAR on their cars?
yeah.
Tesla doesn't use LiDAR. I know about that.
Okay, so you guys are on your 4th and final question. This one
Oh, we
is
made it.
Yeah, you did. You got your one, oopsie. So this one is about Earth science. So back here at home
Pass.
on our pale blue dot. The Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the ocean. It is deeper than Mount Everest is tall.
True.
Nice.
Diamonds are one of the hardest natural substances on Earth. and
Nice.
are formed when carbon atoms bond under intense heat and pressure deep within the Earth's crust.
Don't even say number 3.
The Sahara Desert is one of the hottest places on Earth. One of the hottest places on Earth was once a lush green landscape with lakes and vegetation around 6,000 or 7,000 years ago.
Can you tell me where the Sahara was
It's in North
on the
Africa.
map? It's in North Africa.
This is true. It is true.
Like whereabouts?
So it's on the other side of the Mediterranean Sea from Europe.
So it's like Egypt area?
Yeah, it's like Egypt adjacent. It's like
God,
if
that's
you were
true
like
then.
if you were like in Egypt area and then just went west, the Sahara is like right there.
Yeah, because Egypt used to be like super lush.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Thank you, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's true. The one
What?
that's false is not that one.
Then it has to be the diamonds.
You're
But
right. It has to be the diamonds.
I know for a fact diamonds are an extremely hard substance used in.
They are.
They're used in tools. They're used in tools.
Yeah, they are. Like pickaxes, okay, swords, shovels. They also use them.
Are you talking about Minecraft
He's
right now?
talking. He's
What?
talking about. I was talking about drill bits.
Yeah, drill bits, saw blades.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like theoretically, like if they wanted to, they could make a.
they would make
They
a
could-
very.
they
Like,
could
they
make
would
a
make a terrible
pickaxe out of
pickaxe
that.
because
But they-
although
could.
they're hard, they're not great at resisting
But I'm just saying, like, if they wanted to make one,
blunt force. They tend
Like,
to
if they-
shatter because of
if
how
they,
their
like-
atoms are.
So which one are you guys locking
The-
in? Do you have the one that you
you
want?
could, like put
It's
it on
going to be
the
the diamonds on a technicality.
enchantment table.
It's it's gonna be the diamonds on a technicality.
Okay, are you
I'm,
guys
like,
locking in the
90% sure.
diamonds?
You can, roast.
What was the first one again before we lock it
The
in?
first one is the Mariana Trench. The deepest part of the ocean is deeper than Mount Everest is
yeah,
tall.
yeah, no,
Could
that's
put
that's
the
true.
water on the dried up gas, and then
Justin, are you locking
Makes
in the
the-
diamonds one?
yes,
Okay. You guys are correct. And
Nice.
and you were also correct that it is on a technicality. Diamonds actually form in the Earth's mantle, not the crust.
Got it.
At least 150 kilometers below the surface of the Earth is where that would generate enough heat and pressure to create diamonds naturally.
Dang.
Yeah.
How do we get them?
Well,
Oh,
over
we can
time,
synthesize them now.
we can synthesize them now, but the way we would get them naturally is over like literally tens of millions of years. The the Earth's mantle moves and shifts. So like what's on the bottom moves to the top and so on and so forth. So it ends up being in cave systems and deposits like that.
I was trying to think about how I could make a joke without it being off color using blood, and I couldn't.
Nice.
Well, good job
So
for not doing that.
we're moving
So
on.
yeah, that was
There
super
something-
serious. You
I
guys
had
did it.
something, and
Honestly,
it's gone.
I thought you guys were gonna trip on either the cosmology or the earth science one. I'm actually kind of surprised it was the ancient civilization one. Interesting.
we had Neil
we
deGrasse
got
Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson here. He's got our backs.
He's just sitting there like, actually,
Yeah. The James Webb Telescope, actually.
if you were to take a cup of water and drink it, there are more molecules in that cup of water.
You're starting to
Yes.
sound like Vsauce.
Anyway, no, he's way too energetic for what I was. Anyway, okay, so that
Why
was super serious.
Drink water.
Okay, you. Moving on. We're moving on to our unhinged tweet of the week, also known as unhinged posts and such.
Did you see it? Did you see the tweet? It's completely unhinged.
I like how now you guys like to vocalize the little ditties at the end. It's great.
You say you guys, it's been him.
Well, you
It's
just did it.
just-
him. I didn't
sec-
do it.
The segments are really well put together.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah. I also really like our thumbnails.
I'm sure you do.
Well, I like our tweets.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I like? I like the content of our episodes. Judge
There you
us,
go. That's
judge
what I like
us
to hear.
not by the niceness of our thumbnails, but by the content of our podcast.
I'm just gonna quickly quote tweet this really awesome thing I found.
Anyway, so our unhinged tweet of the week. This is the segment where we find something weird, unhinged, crazy town makes us feel weird things out in the world of social media. So who would like to go first? Oh, by the way, for the previous segment, all of the links and sources are going to be in the show notes. But who would like to go first?
So, speaking of science, space,
Science,
gaming,
space, gaming.
The final frontier.
what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's our favorite celebrity back at it again, Elon Musk.
We are just bullying this man. All we do, I swear, we need to rename ourselves from
We're
Humor
gonna
Highwire
end
to
up-
Elon haters.
All three of us are
No,
gonna
he's
end up in
coming on the
Gitmo.
pod.
No, all three of us are going to end up in Gitmo. That's what's going to happen.
What is Gitmo? What did you just say to me?
We're going to go to Guantanamo Bay because we keep making fun of Elon Musk. It's going to happen.
So basically, Elon Musk is a bit of a gamer, as we've discussed on this podcast multiple times, and he recently got into it with Hassan Piker on the interwebs. I'm sure many of you know Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker is a political content creator who represents a very vocal extremist on the far left. There is debate on whether or not he represents the American far left. We're not going to get into that today. That'd be a really good controversy corner. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge for another time. Basically, they got into it. This was kind of an inevitable clash with the political culture being what it is these days. And Hassan actually wound up, according to him, he blocked Elon on X, formerly known as Twitter, because he was sick of and I can vouch for this, he was sick of the constant posting that Elon does. Now, I'm sure many of you have an X. We as a podcast, we have an X. I personally have an X for my professional tag and personal tag, and I followed Musk for some time on one of those and actually unfollowed him because of exactly this, because he is posting just all day nonstop on Twitter. So I can see the validity to this. Now, blocking, that's a little extreme, but anyway, Hassan blocked him on there in the midst of their argument, and this was after Elon had actually vocalized challenging Hassan to an Elden Ring 1v1, which would have been a fascinating thing to watch.
What?
Is that a thing that you can do?
Yeah,
I guess,
you can.
yeah, you can. And he challenged him
Why?
to a 1v1 on Elden Ring.
Why?
I guess to hash it out.
That's so silly.
So Hassan blocked him, and Elon responded by posting, by tweeting, as it once was called. I don't know what it's called now, but anyway,
It's
he
called
said,
posting.
yeah, he
The man
posted.
took just a quick aside, the man took a term that was literally coined for the type of content that your social platform is their whole thing. He took tweet and then went, that's the thing that everybody calls it, but we're not calling it that anymore. We're just going to take it back to post. Who does that? Anyway,
So
sorry.
anyway, the very sane, calm, cool, and collected Elon Musk said, Hassan is such a he blocked me. Double laughing smiley face emoji.
I apologize. We'll link the actual tweet in the show notes because you're going to have missed maybe, I don't know, a quarter of what the post actually said.
I think they can hear it. I think it's fine.
Yeah, well, good thing you're not editing these episodes.
I didn't even check for
Yeah, I know you don't.
I hope we didn't say anything racist.
Well, we don't normally or ever, so
Well,
I'm sure we
I
didn't.
remember us being really racist that episode.
What?
Yeah.
I don't, but okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we were saying some really bad things about the Mongolians.
Anyway, do you have anything more to say about your Elon Musk tweet there?
I know that there has been some vocalization within the commentary community surrounding this, and I really hope that it comes to fruition. I know Asmongold, who has bounced in and out of favor with Elon Musk, has volunteered to host 1v1 between the two of them.
I just find it hilarious. I find it hilarious that Elon did a reverse 1v1 me IRL.
So I really hope that happens because it would be great. Oh, and during the commentary where Asmongold talked about this, he actually asked Grok, Elon's AI, who would win in the 1v1, and Grok unironically said that Elon would lose really hard because he's not a good gamer.
See, this is interesting to me because you said that, and before you gave me this tiny bit of context that he's like a far left commentator, I thought Hassan Piker, the way that you guys talk about him, I thought he was some game streamer. I thought it would have been a more blow you out of the water situation, but apparently it still is not a contest.
Yeah, he's all. I mean, he does some game streaming, but he's more known for being a content creator for political content on the left, and also for supporting terrorist organizations and.
Oh well, okay.
All that
we
kind
don't
of
have
stuff.
to get into that right now. That's interesting.
Luffy.
I mean, mine isn't nearly as, I don't know, I guess controversial or in your face. It was just something that I came across as of this recording today. I don't know how old it is. I don't know really where it came from, but it made me feel uncomfortable. So I want to share it with you guys. It's like a screenshot from another service or maybe a different tweet or whatever. But I just have to read the first sentence. Your belly button is just your old mouth.
No, that valid.
I mean, that checks.
It does. It made me feel not okay.
No, I'm cool with that. I wish, honestly, I wish I could still do that.
I knew this was not going to land with you guys. I just knew it wasn't. I was waiting for maybe they will be appalled by such things as I am when I read stuff like this and go, that makes me feel weird.
We're not afraid of the truth.
I'm not afraid of the truth either, but I'm not afraid to feel weird things about things that I don't think about. I don't think about the fact that my belly button used to be my old mouth, which that's not technically true, but still.
Why? Why don't you think about that? I think about that all the time, personally.
I think it's super weird that you think about that all the time.
Every once in a while, you can make your stomach talk like it had a mouth.
No.
You can, especially if
No.
you're like me. Like I've said this before. Like I'm a heavier guy. You know, you can make your belly talk like it has a mouth. You can.
Matt, what's your
Nothing's
tweet?
stopping you.
What's your post that you're bringing to the table today?
All right. I know you're gonna love this one.
Who?
I'm not gonna say who.
Oh,
All I'll do is read the tweet. Just give me a second to gather myself here, because
Can't wait for the Kanye West tweet.
This is gonna be really hard to say in one go. All right. Hassan Piker, Destiny, Ethan Klein, Skibbity Toilet, Gada Gadi Gada Gada O, Obama, Gila Klein, Donald Trump, YouTube.com, video, Leafy is here, reacts, Flight reacts, Chris Chan. That's the tweet.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I forgot this one is so long.
36 seconds.
Okay, I'm stopping it now.
Wow. That
What are
was
your
some
thoughts on that,
brain.
Ian?
That was some.
I don't have thoughts on it because I don't have any context for what that is.
Do you need me
and
to read
I'll-
it again?
Nope,
I'll read it again.
Please don't.
Hassan Piker,
Please
Destiny,
don't. No,
Ethan
no.
Klein, Skibbity Toilet, Gadakadi Gadagada, Obama, Gila Klein, Donald Trump, YouTube.com, video, Leafy is here, reacts, Flight reacts, Chris Chan.
Is
Yeah,
this
that's-
Tom? Was that Tom?
You mean like Tom from MySpace?
No.
Yeah, that guy.
Turkey Tom.
I have no idea who you're talking about. We've left the realm of things that I know things about.
Just gonna drop.
Yeah, I mean, even reading it, I still have no idea what we're talking about. So that's I just
It was time. So good at this.
Listen,
listeners, I am once again in the middle of a joke that I don't understand. Please help me.
I understand it completely. How do you not understand this?
I mean, I understand all the words separately, but I don't understand the context
Okay,
of them
explain
altogether.
Gadagadi Gadagada.
Well, okay, that one I don't know what it is. All the other ones, though,
No, start sounding it out.
I don't want to.
Just
I
start
don't want
sounding,
to-
Just
no.
start sounding. I'll start. Gadagadi Gadagada. Oh, now it's your turn.
No, this
No,
is what,
do it.
do
Do
it.
it. Do it.
You
Do
have
it.
to.
Do it.
You have
Do
to
it.
do it.
You have
to
to.
do it.
You have to do it.
I'll explain what it is after, and you can cut it out if you don't like it.
Gada, gadi, gada, gado.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was
Very
pretty
good. Now you can be in on the secret. You know what
Yeah.
it is?
All right, so
No.
G'day,
You know,
g'day,
co-
g'day, g'day, oh.
Oh my god. Cotton Eye Joe is that like as you were reading it, I'm like that has a weird like nuanced like it has a weird cadence to it that I feel like I remember from somewhere, but it
Something in the universe is calling to me.
now let's take another look at this tweet scientifically. Are you familiar with Skibbity Toilet?
I know of what it is, and I
Okay.
hate it with every fiber of my being.
All right. You know Donald Trump?
Yeah,
YouTube.com video.
I know what a video is. Yes.
Do you know Leafy is here?
No, I don't know that one.
Okay, take a look. Do you know Flight Reacts? You know Chris Chan? You don't know Sonichu and the Dimensional Merge?
He wouldn't know that.
No.
All right, there's a 6-hour video documentary on YouTube.com.
Okay, listeners, we're gonna sit here on recording and we're gonna watch this 6-hour video on something that will probably do nothing for me in my entire life.
Do you know Destiny?
Yes, I know Destiny.
Ethan Klein?
I don't know.
How about Gila Klein? Obama?
Excuse me.
Obama?
I know Barack Obama. Yes.
Okay, nice. I'm hoping that he runs again when Trump runs for his third
Yeah,
term.
for the living
Yeah, we're not doing.
president
We're
battle
not
royale.
doing. We're not doing.
No.
This.
There's going to be a battle royale. They're
Yeah,
all gonna run again.
we need a living president battle royale.
Okay,
It's going to be so good.
can we cut to the chase on this tweet? Like, what's the deal? What is this?
What do you mean? I think
It's YouTube
like pretty
keywords.
No, it's self.
Yeah, it's keywords.
Is that what it is? Is it
this
like
is a very good. This video is
just a
going to do
good-
so well in the algorithm.
okay? It's just like it's their algorithm tagging. Okay, that's okay. Got it. Understood. Okay.
And if you take a look in our YouTube description, you'll see. And also, if you take a look in the hashtags,
You
you'll-
didn't do any of that yet, son.
I'm just,
Okay. Well, okay.
you know what they say. Da-ga-dee-ga-da-ga-da-oh. Obama,
Yeah.
Klein, Donald Trump, YouTube.com video. Levy is here reacts, Flight reacts, Chris Jam. That's what they say. They've all been
Okay.
saying it.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you like my
Yeah.
tweet?
It was certainly something. It's a really it's a way to end an episode.
It's a
It is,
tweet.
it is a way to end an episode.
Yeah, I feel good about ending the episode that way, honestly.
Yeah.
Welcome to Humor Highwire.
That's the cue to sign off. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next week. Until then, feel free to reach out, comment, leave reviews.
Email us.
We want to hear from you. All right, guys.
Yep, and like how I always sign off, Humor Highwire. Hassan Piker, Destiny, Ethan Klein, Skibbity.
Bye.
Gadagada.